Bump, bashers, we're back. Thanks everybody for yesterday and being so understanding. It was beyond my control. It turns out the problem, and thank you so much to all you amazing midnight bashers. 12:30 in the morning, I went online just to start troubleshooting to see if I could figure out exactly what was causing the problem, why I was getting kicked off the internet. Because it wasn't a problem with the camera, it wasn't a problem with the internet. It was just I kept getting Google errors, Chrome messages. Turns out it was Google Chrome in the end. That was my problem. So I am now broadcasting this show to you through StreamYard on this new browser that I've never used before called Opera. And that's why the thumbnail looks as it does, because the fat lady's singing. And it's not over until she's done singing. So there you go. Thanks everybody last night who was on the show. So many of you. Andrew and Mike Hammer gave me some really nice super chats, and I'm grateful. It took about 3 hours to figure out what the problem was. I tried everything in the book, and then I downloaded this new browser, and it just worked, and I like it. So I think I'll be on this. I'm very gun shy when it comes to Google Chrome now for a little while. I'm a little petrified because of what happened yesterday. So yeah, so we got to make up for lost time for yesterday. If you sent me pictures yesterday, Julian, I see that you sent me the pictures that you sent me yesterday. Thank you. If I have all those, so we're going to be doing an extra long Gallery of Bashtards today because I want to make sure I get all the stuff from yesterday. And if you have anything you want to send to me, it's basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com. That's how you send it to the man, and I'm happy that you share with me and I share with the world. I was going to start the show out with "It's a little bit funny." You ever see that great episode of Will and Grace where I think it's Jack's in a restaurant and they're talking about something and somebody's behind him and it's Elton John. He turns around and he goes, "It's a little bit funny." It's a great episode. Anyway, let's start out the chat. Let's start at the show and see who's here. Bruce Stuttgart is in at number one. I'll have to check to see who was number one on all those ones yesterday because I just was so flummoxed by the whole thing. It just threw me so much. So, yeah. Fergal is here, CW watch enthusiast. He's a Chris Ward watch enthusiast. That's what that means. Bruce Stuttgart was first, I believe, and he is indeed. And who was first yesterday? Was Scotty Love first? It's Scotty H. One of you guys. I'll double check. I'll go back because I didn't take the streams down. I was like, you know what? They looked stupid and silly, and you see Dirk go. Anyway, super fun. Andrew Wolkowicz, Canadian $5. Let's all give a cheer. Let's give a cheer to the man we love so dear. And with bashers at our side, I bashers will rise so high. That is the theme song for my grammar school, Immaculate Conception School. How that just came out of my brain, I don't know. It's stand and give a cheer to the school we love so dear, and with God at our side, ICS will rise up high. Immaculate Conception School, ICS. I don't know why I remembered that. We used to you have to do the Pledge of Allegiance and you have to sing the song, and it's just like making an army of drones. How do I feel about the Pledge of Allegiance in school? I think it's a bit much. Panel Power, congrats, Bruce. Panel Power coming back for you. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Indeed, you got it. The thumbnail is like an Alan Kenny painting I own. Do send a picture of the painting that you own, Panel Power. That was strictly came out of thin air. I was trying to think of what I could do. Obviously, yesterday was Box of Memories. 2 versions of that. Then I did Sound Check with a bunch of kitty cats doing their sound check because we were doing a sound check and a video check and an internet check and a check. Send a picture. I'd love to see what that is. I was just like, yeah, I need an Opera, the new browser. So let me ask you a question. Video, audio, aces, guys? Is everything nice and clear? ICS, the years before 5 follow the rest of our lives. There's the thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you can. I'm wearing the Sling Blade shirt. This is a hardcore shutterbug who comes in on the show every once in a while. It's my friend Steve. Steve, I love you. I'm so sorry that I've not had a chance to meet you for coffee. He works like 4 blocks away. and I just haven't had a chance. And I'm so sorry. I'm sure you're not working tomorrow, but if you are, I could meet you tomorrow. I could have probably met you today. Could have meted you. I could have meted you today. But yeah, anyway, that's my story. Here's my story of a lovely lady. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Panel power. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Great to see you in the room, my friend. We love you, Dave Fahrenheit, the king of the Bashards. Happy Friday Eve, Dirk, and all the beautiful people. Congratulations to Prusht. Prusht, Prusht. We like to Prusht, 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 Prusht. Ha! This coffee is delectable. My beautiful Drooby Doo coffee in my Handsome Joe glass. I love coffee, in case you didn't know it. So Oprah Winfrey fixed your problem, or was something lost in translation? Gulp. Julian, how un-Julian of you. Oprah Winfrey. Oh, opera. Did you see her at the wedding? You know, Oprah. You know, Oprah. Having a balloon and accidentally letting the string go and watching it just float off and into the sky until it disappeared. That feels very much what like life is. You know, that it's fleeting. That's true. And I think there was this amazing video that resonated with me when I was a kid. And it was a short on Saturday Night Live, the original cast. And it was a black and white short, and it was called Gilda. And it was Gilda Radner, the genius Gilda Radner. I mean, if you don't know who Gilda Radner is, seek her out, please. She's one of the original not ready for primetime players. Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Garrett Morris, Lorraine Newman, Gilda Radner. Who am I missing from that? I'm missing somebody from that, right? That first guy. I can never remember that guy's name. And then Chevy Chase left because he's an egomaniac, and then Bill Murray came in. And that started the whole Bill Murray thing. Much better fit, much funnier person. Chevy Chase I always found to be stupid, and he's a rich Silver Spoon kid. But they made this short film called Gilda. It was all black and white, and it was about this woman in Paris and how she was rich but alone. And at the very end, a clown shows up and gives her a red balloon. And it's based, I guess, on the red balloon, the famous film. And she takes it and lets the balloon go. It was very, very resonating for me. Interesting, Julian. You have to accept the fact that sometimes you are the pigeon and sometimes you are the statue. So sometimes you're shitting on somebody and sometimes you're being shat upon. Understood. That's really good. Nick Brooker, he popped in last night. Oh, excited for this evening's opera. Opera! Good evening, one and all. Great to have you in there. By the way, see what I did there? I did! See what I did there? The red screen of death. If all fails, use Firefox. Yeah, I didn't want to use Firefox. It would have made me feel dirty. Because back in the day when, I was saying on my little broadcast last night while I was trying to fix stuff, that Firefox was always a mess. I don't know how it is now. It's super cute with the little wrapped up that little fox. You would think I would have done that, but I just had an aversion to Firefox. And also I remember it being extremely CPU greedy. Now, of course, I've got a CPU from hell now, so I shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. But I remember back in the day, it was the one that glommed up most of your computing power. Computing power, the fat cat sings. Yeah, that's right, baby. Got some great shots from Dean. Everybody's a mad scientist, and life is their lab. We're all trying to experiment to find a way to live, to solve problems, to fend off madness and chaos. Do you know what the thing about fending off madness is? You can't. And you don't, because you don't know that you're going mad. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happens. Oh, I should make that a Basher of the Day song. Finally happens. I love I'm one wave short of a shipwreck. I'm not quite the shilling. It's great lyrics from Freddie Mercury on the very last Queen album, Innuendo. And I mean the last album because it was the last album in his life. Made in Heaven came later with studio tracks, and I was lucky enough to talk to that producer of Queen, whom I almost worked with. Shag Daddy Rocks went to Switzerland and met with them, and they talked about my demos, and he was really excited to work with me. Then he went mad. He went mad over sampling because he had a big studio that Queen used to own called Mountain Sound. It's in Montreux, and Queen. It was Queen's studio for the bulk of their career after they got rich, and that's where they did Under Pressure and all that stuff. And when Freddie died, the Queen were no longer a band for quite a long time, so they sold the studio to their, at the time, producer engineer David Richards. So he lived in Switzerland and he took over the studio, and then eventually he just went insane, and so that didn't pan out. But you don't really there's no way to fend off madness because you just don't see it happening, you know. That's sad. I often make the mistake of thinking that something that is obvious to me is just as obvious to everybody else. That's not always true, though. And I don't think it's true for you either, because I think you see things with a different lens. See what I did there? See what I did there? Rise, hearts. The incomparable Kevin Landon, who popped in last night, upvoted number 12 today. A night at the opera and a day at the races. Hey, you want to see something crazy? What did I do with it? What did I do with it? What did I do with it? I had it here today. Oh, shoot. That would have been so great if I had it right at the ready. Man, I had a day at the races CD on my desk this morning because you know what? Every once in a while, I like to listen to a compact disc from my favorite band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. My favorite song on that record is Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. I could dim the lights and sing you songs full of sad things. I want to hear Dirk do Queen of the Night. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Might be very tight. Might need tight underwear for that. Yeah, I said later on when I saw that. I might have been able to pull that off when I was 25, when I was hitting all those boy soprano and castrati and counter tenor notes. But you know, use it or lose it. I'm not saying it's gone forever, but it's just like sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. That is called the aria killer, by the way, for most sopranos. And people don't understand that soprano is the highest level of singing. A coloratura soprano does not mean it's higher. It means that they're more nimble, versatile, and colorful. Coloraturas are generally more lyrical sopranos. Like, for example, Montserrat Caballé would be considered a coloratura soprano, Beverly Sills, whereas Leontine Price and, say, La Divina Maria Callas would just be considered sopranos because they were not very agile. And agility is kind of the thing that most describes what a coloratura is, because it's got more color to it. You know, instead of just hitting the notes, there's a little bit more fluidity. And I've said this a million times. You want to get your mind blown operatically, and this is just my favorite aria ever, and it's Montserrat Caballé in 1974. It's the orange performance of Casta Diva from Norma by Bellini, and it is absolutely the most magnificent coloratura soprano performance I've ever heard. Her pacing, her breath control, it is the most apt, and it's live. It's magical. I don't know how many people out there enjoy opera music, but you know, it's part of my world for a long time. I want to hear Dirk do a Kate Smith. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. Kate Smith's right up my alley. You want to see an awkward duet? Actually, it's not a duet. It's a trio. I think it's Kate Smith, Cher and Tina Turner, if I'm not wrong. It was on the Cher show back in the day. That's people used to get everybody on there. Kate Smith, Frank, they get everybody on there. There's my beautiful Mimi. Good day, Dirk, Melly Mel, and all those who bash. This is my beautiful one, my oldest friend in the whole wide world. Hi, darling. I love you. Big hearts to you. Big hearts to you. We've been through a lot together. Mimi and I were the king and queen of the scams. And when I mean scams, I don't mean like bank robberies or grifting. We used to get backstage and, well, later on it became legitimate because she was in the industry. But we would just be able to get into every club, get into anything we wanted because we would make shit up. And we were like the best at it. We were just incredibly good at it. You know, I think I've told everybody on the thing that I used to go around pretending I was Bruce Dickinson in New York, and I'd get into every club. And it was funny. I was actually in a book in the limelight. How that worked out, I don't know. People were stupid. Yay, says Kevin Landon. Yay. David Simons is here. Whoop, whoop. Double bashers for breakfast and bedtime. That's right, sir. He was there last night. You guys saw it all happen. Thanks so much. I can't believe that you guys came and hang out, because I would leave the screen for a while, install software, do this, troubleshoot. I removed Chrome. I put it back. It still didn't work. There was a lot of crap going on. It was horrific. Pound of power. Hey, meme. It's Donald. Hey, where have you been all my life, beautiful? Hey, Dirk. Yes, Chrome sucks. Now, I don't use Chrome in my everyday life. I use Safari, but StreamYard, this show cannot be broadcast on Safari desktop. It can on your phone. I don't know why that is, but it's really, really stupid, and I hate it. I don't particularly like Chrome, and I don't use it to browse the internet in any way, shape, or form. Good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. Of course. Big hearts to you, monsieur. Come on. Only good things from the partner in crime of our very own Melly C. And thank you so much for that, because you know what? Without you, we're nothing. We're nothing. Where was I? Andrew Wilkowicz, ICS, the years before 5 follow the rest of our lives. Yeah, that's true. All good. Yes, we're back from outer space. Crystal clear. Yeah, I love to hear that. iBashes with the buffering looks good. No buffering, right? Should be no buffering. I'm hardwired. There's no Wi-Fi going on. It's just should be horsepower. And that's it. Hey, Billy G. Good evening, Dirk, and all the best. Great to have you live on the show. Oh, it's Miami Manny. Happy Friday Eve and 4th of July to everybody. It is a big celebration tomorrow. I don't know how everybody's going to feel. Are they going to feel patriotic? They passed his big, bad, horrible bill that's going to fuck up a lot of people. And, you know, I'm done trying to explain it to people who don't get it. And, you know, we have a very serious cancer in this country right now, and it's just called jingoism and nationalism, and those things are never good. Nationalism is never a good thing. Remember the Nazis? Remember them. They were nationalists. It's a bad thing. But I hope everybody who really has pride in America and what America stands for constitutionally, and helping our brothers and welcoming all people from all nations come to achieve the American dream. I wish you all the happiest and healthiest of 4th of Julys. And let's celebrate what our forefathers wished for us. Miami, everybody's happy to see you. Cheers, Dean. It's great to see you looking well dressed. That's the jacket that he didn't get that I wished he did. Oh, boy, because it looks perfect on you. I could have meted you today. Dirk's former English teacher is reaching for a piece of chalk to throw at Dirk with a phone. You know what's really crazy is, and I'll tell you, her name was Mrs. Vecchio, and now I know that that means old. I didn't know that back then. I just thought it was somebody's last name, Mrs. Vecchio. And she loved me because I was her best student, for sure, because, you know, I had a great, my band used to call me Dirktionary. Because I said something like, I'm like 19 and we played our first show, and some local paper came up and they said, we opened up for Striper, and they never let me live this down. And it was really funny. I think it was Chuck and Jimmy from the band, or it could have been Mike. I don't remember who it was, but I said, they were asking me how did the show go, and I said, well, we were all pretty nervous considering that's quite the auspicious debut. And then Chuck, I think it was Chuck, he goes, auspicious debut. Yeah, Mrs. Vecchio would be mad because I meted her. I meted them anywhere they wanted me to meet them. I meted them anywhere they wanted to meet them. My favorite is I seen that. I've said this 1,000 times. Oh my! Everybody in New York. So many people in New York say that. I don't. Listen. I can put on a New York accent in 5 seconds flat. I don't know how artificial it sounds because I don't have one. I have certain words that I say that are very New York, like what do I say? Forest Hills. Fahres, Forest Hills. That's a big one for us. What do I say? Coffee. I don't say coffee. Would you like a cup of coffee? I actually don't want a cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. Obviously, you can take the boy out of Queens, but you can't take the Queens out of the boy. But for the most part, most people have lost their regionality, and I think it's sad because you watch all these old New York videos, these old New York movies. How you doing? I saw the guy over there, 33rd and 3rd, which they get from the Irish because there's no th in Irish because it's tree, right? Yeah. Oh, your son, he's gorgeous. How old is he? He's 3. And that's where they got them because all the cops were Irish. They took the beat on 33rd Street. Do you miss Jane? Jane Curtin. How did I forget Jane Curtin? Oh my God, Kevin Landon. Yes, I said I knew I missed somebody, but there was that one other guy. Let me see. The not ready for prime time players. Let's see how this all works out. Garrett Morris, Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Gilda Radner, John Belushi. I forgot him too. Am I insane? George Coe. This guy. Let me see if there's an image of the originals. Let's just grab I miss Jane Curtin. Jane, you ignorant slut. Absolutely incredible. Here's the not ready for primetime players. That's the original guys right here. Oh, that's the second season. That's the second season. That's the first season. But I don't see the George Coe guy there. He is not there. Where is the original guy? I don't see him. And I think he was on for, there he is, George Coe. I think he was on for like just a couple of episodes and then he was gone. But yeah, that's the, Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Lorraine Newman, Garrett Morris, Chevy Chase, John Belushi, and Gilda Radner. Where's the George Coe guy? Did they say anything about this dude? George Coe. Let's see. George Coe. George Coe. What a weird name that is. There he is. Let's look at he's from Jamaica, New York. Wow. That's my hometown. It's Donald Trump's hometown. Look at that. George Coe. Look at that. He was, he's a senator. Senator Stackhouse. What the hell does that mean? He was on, is this right? What the fuck is this? George Coe. Let me see. George Coe was born in New York, New York. His father was an admiral. He died on 2015, 86. So he was much older than the rest of them. Wow. Coe started on Broadway. He was an original member of the Not Ready for Primetime Players. Following his initial stint, he made guest appearances for episodes 70. Oh, wow. Look at that. How interesting. Or how not interesting, should I say. My camera with another $20. I knew you'd be back to regular streaming. You kept calm and laughed through it all. Bravo. Thank you, kind sir. He was he gave me a super chat last night, and that was very sweet of you, my camera. You hung out with me through thick and thin, you guys, and I cannot tell you how grateful I am because we did it together. The Bashers teamwork makes the dream work, my friends. Yes, I polished up my Milgauss today because Machine said every time he sees me wearing my Milgauss, it looks a little dingy. It's because I have I'm an alien with acid hands because I could smudge a glass in 2 seconds flat, but she looks beautiful and shiny, right? She looks very beautiful, I think. I've got tape on the clasp, so that's what that is. And it looks like on the camera, it looks like it's scratched, but it really is not. I don't have any scratches. I have one scratch on it, and you guys know about it because I did it on the show. But let me see. There you go. I think she looks great. Mike Hammer coming back for more. Mike Hammer, you are the king, man. Thank you so much. Let's give you a mega super chat. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Firefox is super foxy today. Michael Madsen. I don't know who is that. Is that a character name that he had? Diego Jota? I don't know that, but he was Quentin Tarantino's muse, and he was the original Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction, and they replaced him with John Travolta at the very last minute because he had a scheduling conflict. He took another movie, and while John Travolta was being looked at and on the short list, the studio did not want John Travolta. Imagine if that had not happened. John Travolta, I mean, he went from, the Sweat Hogs to Saturday Night Fever and Grease, and then Blowout, and then his career kind of fizzled. He did the Look Who's Talking movies, and they didn't do very well. I mean, they did well, but it was like, he became kind of like an also-ran. But after that, Face Off and Michael and he made tons of big movies. And imagine had that not happened. John Travolta wouldn't have the airport in his backyard. He's got an airport with a 707. He's got an airport with a 707. I believe he had a 747 for a little while, but it was too expensive, he said. But I think he's got a Constellation and a bunch of other stuff. Franco Fiore says, please upvote. If you can. Thank you. Grazie mille, signore. I had a Night at the Opera on vinyl till I had a house party in Italiano. Somebody took it. I have every Queen album on vinyl. And multiple copies. What was I supposed to look for? Somebody said something to me the other day, and I was like, oh, I have that. The new Queen, the first Queen album was just reissued by the band, and it's called like the 50th anniversary edition. And they pitch corrected Freddie Mercury's vocals. That is the time we are living in, that somebody, and I'm sure Brian and Roger had the ultimate say, yay or nay on that. Why would anyone go in and fix Freddie Mercury's? I don't care if he's sharp or flat or whatever. These are the performances that we've been listening to our entire lives, and they want nothing wrong with them. Like today I was in the hardware store, and I heard Cry Baby by Janis Joplin. And, it was a little sharp, but who cares? Because it's Janis Joplin. She's emoting. It's human. It's all those great things. Whose idea? And I hope the backlash was instant and imminent. I hope they felt the blowback from that, about fucking around with Freddie Mercury's vocals. Don't do that. Let's go Flyers. Whatever you say. Who are the Flyers from? Philadelphia Flyers? Yeah. Okay. Farinelli was a great film about the famous Italian castrato Carlo Maria Michelangelo Nicola Broschi. Farinelli. I think I've seen that movie. Farinelli. I think I remember seeing that. Carlo Maria Michelangelo Nicola Broschi. Yeah, they used to do that. They used to castrate them. Now they're called countertenors, and it can be done without that being done. I'm not Melly's pick. Mindy is the pick. Oh, is that right? Okay. Now we know it. He's not her partner in crime. Well, we knew that anyway. Nick Brooker says, coffee. In England, we drink tea. Oh, coffee. Coffee. In England, we drink tea. Listen, I'm a Lions man. I'm a Lions man. I'll always be a Lions man. I grew up a tea drinker because I'm Irish as fuck, but I got hit with the coffee stick. You guys drink coffee now. Coffee's chic. Tea's never had its chic moment. Tea's just like, have a cuppa. So I don't think tea has had. People have tried to give tea its moment of chicness, and it's probably because of the cafe. In Italy, you just go to the bar, the coffee bar. it's just coffee's just got a certain kind of je ne sais quoi, some chicness about it. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened, but it does. It's probably because of the Italians, I would imagine. Mr. Kevin Hawthorne, good evening. Good evening to you, kind sir, in Lakeland, Florida. What about Lorraine Newman? I said Lorraine Newman. By the way, that's her daughter, Hannah. Yes, of course it is. Hannah Einbender, right? Einbender. I said Lorraine Newman. I'm a big fan of Lorraine Newman. I know she doesn't get a lot of the accolades from the Not Ready for Primetime players, and I don't know why, because I always thought she was great. And I think her daughter is that show. I love Hacks. Absolutely love Hacks. If you haven't seen the show Hacks, it's an incredible show. And that is Lorraine Newman's daughter. Yeah, Hacks. Yeah, I love it. Sorry, damn lag in the chats. It's me. I'm the lag in the chats. Diogo Jota was a soccer footballer for Liverpool. Sadly, oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't know about that because look where I live. Diogo Jota was an Italian football player for Liverpool. Sadly, killed in a car accident with his brother today. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Firefox. Oh, I remember that movie. It's about fighter pilots, right? I remember that. Yeah. Hey, Jared Lee. Howdy, Dirk. Dig the show. Thanks, buddy. I tried to send a pic of my black bezeled pre-ceramic Seamaster a few weeks ago live the coaxial version due to Oshin's recommendation. Did you send it to me, Jared Lee? Can you send it to me right now, Jared Lee? I'm sorry, because I'm a little bit behind in the chats because there's so many to catch up on. But, Basherdirk@gmail.com. Or I could try to find it, right? Hold on one split second. New tab. Oh, no, I don't want to be in that. I'm in the wrong place. Mail. Gmail. Okay. Jared. I don't see it, my friend. Do me a favor. Do me the biggest favor of all time. Could you resend it? Because I would love to see that for sure. A million times over. I would love to see that. Let me go get back to where the chats were. Where was I? Jared Lee. Yeah, there he is. Please send it again because I don't see it, and I don't know what your email address is, obviously. So I typed in your name and it didn't come up in my Gmail. So please send that on. And we got lots to do today. I'm actually in 2 minutes. I'm going to start the Gallery of Bastards because we have a lot of ground to cover. Because yesterday's show was Kaputski. So thanks so much. Diogo Jota is a Liverpool football player, and his brother also died in the crash. And Diogo only got married 2 weeks ago. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. Kevin Landon, didn't Travolta do The Boy in the Plastic Bubble? He sure did. I'm trying to remember the name of the girl that was in that movie with him. She was in everything in the 70s. Oh, shit. It's not Siobhan. Crap. Anybody remember who the female lead was? Like my brother and my sister would definitely know. Not Cyan Barbara Allen. She was in everything too. God, it's so close to the tip of my tongue. This was the girl that was poised to be a really big star, and it never happened. What the fuck was her name? Shit. I thought it was Robbie Betts. No, it was John Travolta, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. Drooby doo, there you are. Can I make the announcement? Drew? Would it be okay if I do that? Would you be so angry if I did it? I'll wait till you say yes or no. I'll do this silence right now. Can I make the announcement? I'm being very quiet. Nah, go ahead. Okay, ready? They're keeping her. Drooby doo. Heather too, and you got that kitty. How great is that? We knew you were going to do that. There's no way you could. I know that. I hope that Kay is more receptive at this point in the game. But now they have 7 cats and a dog. But I mean, could you possibly look how moved in and happy this kitty cat is? I mean, come on, people. And I was like, oh, he's like, we're looking for a home for it. And I was like, oh no. But then last night he told me that he got a call from the AD. I don't know about what, but I can't wait to find out. You gotta go. And he said he figured that that's a sign. And that is a sign. Isn't that great? So big hearts to you. The biggest heart in the whole wide world, always to Drooby Dooby Doo, Heather, and Andrew. And hey, give me some updates. I got to go check out Andrew's Instagram. I haven't been on there lately, but what's the latest on the singing? I want to hear more. Anyway, the incomparable Drooby Doo and Nona. And I guess that's what you're calling her, but I'm so grateful that that's the story. And I couldn't possibly imagine having a better life, you know. Thank you. Thank you for being the greatest thing that there ever was. Thank you so much. Where was I? Here I was. Kevin Landon. Kate Smith was the Flyers' good luck charm. Oh, I did not know that. And their record with her singing the God Bless America is phenomenal. I'm sure. Well, she's the biggest thing ever. The castrato. Yeah, it's incredible stuff. Andy M, I remember that film. That's the aircraft movie. Yeah, it was like they were like fighter pilots. Borowski's older brother had to finish off his women for him. Oh yes. Oh God. That's a terrible concept, isn't it? Ooh, thinking Russian. Horrible. Andy M, I may have to go watch that again. Probably very outdated. Yeah, I want to watch that too. Michael Madsen died of, was it cardiac arrest? Great actor. Terrific actor. Dean, I think it holds up well. Some of the effects are dated, but the plot is solid. Good. Who's Belinda J. Montgomery, Kevin Landon? Speak to us. Speak. Robin's Bird is here. Hi, beautiful lady. Big hearts to you, my love. Thank you so much. Melly C. I love the women of the bash. Cool cat picture. And, well, you've got the coolest cat picture, don't you? Well done, Drew. Congratulations. I just want to, I'm going to give Drooby Doo a big bang. Lenny. That's because of all you do for animal kind and for the bashers. Thanks so very, very much. So, so Kay doesn't feel left out. Oh, Kay's never going to be left out. She's the queen. She's our absolute queen. She's the patron saint of eye bashers, you know? And I hope that they become friends at one point. Is she feeling forlorn? Is she psychologically, is she feeling a certain way? I hope not. Yeah, the Bubble Girl. Belinda J. Montgomery was a popular actress in the 70s. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Glynis O'Connor. Glynis O'Connor. That's who I'm thinking of. We've named her June since we found her in June near some junipers. Oh my God, it's June. Oh my God. That's fantastic. No more no name. So beautiful June. Let's give June a giant welcome. Let's give June the most giant of welcomes. We love you, June. That's so great. Oh, you're the best, man. The best. The best, Jerry. The best. Why did that go? Why did all my things? Oh, there's some new ones. Andrew, Martin Brown. Thank you very much. Kay enjoys bullying the little one. Ooh, God, the three-legged bully. Well, it just goes to show you that she adapted well. Of course, that's the perfect name for June. Oh. So here's a piece of trivia. June Lockhart, also from Jamaica, Queens. From that was the Lost in Space theme. There were 2 themes, both of them written by Johnny Williams, later known as John Williams. But the other one was perfect name. Everybody loves the perfect name. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. We're going to start with the Gallery of Bastards because we got quite a bunch.
The Gallery of Bashtards, send me the shots, the sublime means of words. The Gallery of Bashtards, you share them with me, and I share with the world.
So Kay doesn't feel left out. Here's a picture of our patron saint, the girl of the year, the one we love so dear, and with Drew and Heather and Andrew at her side. Look at her. Look at her. Look at this happy cat, left for dead, and a queen now, an absolute queen. And they'll get away, but she's going to be a bully for a while because she's, she was the last one in. I think that's probably how it worked out. Anyway, Kay, the patron saint of eyebashers. We love you, Kay. We love you. We love you. Now let's start with where I left off yesterday. Yesterday, oh, my troubles seem so far. Oh, I better not sing that. I'll get in so much trouble. Mac watches. Was that yesterday? July 2nd. That was yesterday. Yes. Mac. Let's get some pictures in here. How great is this? Can I make that larger? I feel like I can. Is that better? No, I don't want that. I could just do that. That's even better. So yeah, I could do that. That's even better, I think. No. What happened? What happened? I'm just getting used to this new thing. Present, share link, application window. There we go. That'll work. Great. Look at that. Venice Malt. That's an old picture because it hasn't flooded like that in a long time because they have the Mose. That's what they have now. Oh, that's the interesting thing. How do I do that? Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see how this works. How can I do multiple pictures in one go? Oh, that's a problem. Let's see. Huh. That, okay. Okay. Because he's got a bunch of pictures in here, but I'm going to have to do this. Huh, okay. Why wouldn't that work? I'm still using that. Give me a second to figure this out. Mac. Should not change this in any way, shape, or form. Because I'm still using Google Mail. Shouldn't make a difference in any way. Right? I'm in Chrome. Okay, that's fine. I'll have to just do it each. If you have multiple pictures, I'll just have to do them separately. That's okay. I will figure that out. That's maybe I could do it that way. Okay, let me open up the email and try it that way. That's the way it works. All right, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, ready? Go. There it goes. I have to do it that way. That's fine. Everything's different now. So here you go. Oh, that's beautiful. That's one of those Nomoses on that beautiful strap. We love that watch. Got a lot of people saying how much they love it. Very cool. It's perfect fit on you too. Very slim, huh? I like the lugs on that. I like the luggage. Very cool. Yeah, it's a pretty one. Beautiful, man. Fantastic. Thanks, Mac. Thank you. Okay, so now I know I got to open up the mail in full. I never had to do that before. Nick Brooker, hi from Tilly and her slave, Nick Brooker. Now, aren't we all slaves? That's fine. Oh, hi, Tilly. Beautiful. What a beautiful. My sister Carrie would lose her marbles over Tilly. Oh, so cute. Beautiful home. Can I just say that? Beautiful home. Oh, look at that. Looks like Architectural Digest. It's so gorgeous. Beautiful. Oh, what a baby. Oh, thanks, man. She's gorgeous. Beautiful. Thanks so much for that. What a great picturama today, Nick. Thank you so much for those. Those are fantastic. Andrew Wolkowitz, 10 minutes after I made the bed, they're back at it again. Well, that's how it works in your world, my friend. Yeah, well, there you go. That's how to do it. I used to love coming home and finding a giant. No, you didn't miss Mork time. Hey, Carolyn, you didn't. Mork's coming up. He's coming up. I think there's 2 doses of Mork because I have yesterday's pictures and today's pictures. Oh my God. Look at how cute that is. I used to love to come home and find the lump in the bed. Amazing. Great shots. Thank you for these, Andrew. Classic. If you have a cat, you know what that's like. That's for sure. And Olive, that's amazing. See, Olive makes a nest. Let me open this. One moment, please. We're going to get everything done because we have lots of stuff from yesterday, and I want to make sure we get to all of it. I mean, what is this accomplishing, you know? Brilliant. Thank you, Andrew. That was so great. That's so good. So, man, I love that stuff. Dirk purchased a new Steel professional garden tools, all battery, the Delta Echo 2 Power Max station, stores 2048 watts of power, 6 USB ports, 4 AC ports, 4 USB fast charges. It can be charged by mains, car cigarette socket, and charged with 1000 watts solar charge. 2 solar panels can be added. Nothing better than a big tool, right? Let's get that going. I love great tools. I got my TV working. I went and I bit the bullet, and I returned I returned the camera, the camera stand for my bike because that was crap, and I got another one, and that was a $2 difference. I returned a CO2 bottle for my my not SodaStream brand, similar thing to that thing, and I returned some other things to this store that I didn't need, and the cables that I didn't need, and I paid an extra $5, and I got an HDMI to composite, and I've got TV back. My HDMIs don't work, but I have a converter. This is cool. Look at this thing. I love tools. Amazing. Yeah. Steel. Oh, wow. That's wicked. Where's steel made? Germany? Steel looks very, Teutonic, so to speak. Wow. Oh, look at that. USB-A, USB-C. Oh. Yum. Look at the solar. Holy shit. Extreme charge. EcoFlow Max. Cool is this? Wow. It's a weed whacker. It's a weed whacker. Yeah, steel are definitely the Rolex of, yeah. I mean, there's Makita, there's Milwaukee. Those are really good too. We have a couple of Milwaukee things. When we used to have the house out at the end of Long Island, we had a shitload of those tools. And you know what? We left them there. And we had great stuff. And Paul's dad and Jewel have a John Deere ride-on tractor, which is very cool because they have a lot of land. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, Steeler definitely the Rolex. 100%. Look at that thing. Look at the design of that thing. Wow. Yeah, and by the way, that'll last you a lifetime. An absolute lifetime. Bosch are very popular here too. I think if you're gonna in America, when you buy those kinds of tools, you go to the store, you see that you always see steel at the top. And then there's Makita, and then there's the green one. I believe it's Japanese. I'm not sure of the brand. Like Makita's blue, Milwaukee is red. I know I'm missing. Bosch is usually black. I know I'm missing another one, another brand of tools, but these are beautiful. Look at this stuff. He's very happy with his new power tool. Look at that thing. Get a lot of work done. Now, I think I've told you guys a million times that I watch a show called 3 Acres in Le Marche, and it's a show. This guy Richard, he's from Manchester, and he bought a little place in Le Marche in Italy. Ryobi, that's the green one. Thank you, Crispy. Thank you very much, Ryobi. Yeah, that's the one. DeWalt. Sorry, how did I forget DeWalt, Nick Brooker? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's Snap-on? Yeah, Snap-on. Snap-on are the more affordable ones. DeWalt is yellow, right? You guys are so smart. This guy, he rents all these things, and now he's got his channels getting big enough so people are like, they gave him a bike and they gave him some tools and stuff, and he does all the work by himself. Please watch his show. It's called 3 Acres in Le Marche. It's this guy drives down from Manchester, drives through the Channel Tunnel, and then he drives all the way to Le Marche in Italy, and he works on his house for like 2 weeks at a clip. Then he goes back. It's an amazing show. But I love all the tools that he has on his show. It's a lot of fun, and you would enjoy it, Dean. You probably will want to offer him some advice, which is pretty cool. Look at that action! Holy smokes, a Rooney! Yeah, but think of the job you're going to get done with that stuff. Amazing, amazing. Look at it. Thanks, Dino. Look at this great stuff. Congratulations. There's nothing better than that. Nothing like blue ribbon stuff, man. Amazing. You deserve it, though. I mean, look at the work you do. Look at the level of work you do and the results that you get. Here's some pictures from our very own Ray Ray. Some beautiful, these azaleas, they look like them to me. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Dean says, I wanted to buy a new watch, not the tools. However, with those tools will come the new watch because you'll work faster, you work more efficiently, and you'll be happier doing it. So you know what? You gotta like, listen, I definitely didn't want to buy a new computer, but I kind of had to do that, right? Because otherwise I'd be fucked. But listen, with the kind of work that you do and the look at it, it's amazing stuff. So and look at Ray Ray's trying to catch up. Look at that stuff. Unbelievable. I got some pictures from Easy guys, who doesn't show up on the show very often, but he's still around. He just works his ass off. That's the problem. Ray Ray's got a video. Let me download it. One moment, please. Oh, no, I'm not going to play that. It's some very sexy Asian girl, and I don't know what she's up to, and I wasn't not quite sure why he sent it to me, but it's kind of suggestive. Melly C, happy hump day. This is from yesterday. Carolyn, are you ready now? Are you ready now? Oh, Carolyn Martin with the giant 1999 Mork and Mindy time. Bring on the fur babies. Yay! Thanks so much. Let's give you the big bang boom. The big bang boom. Oh, look at this. Remember when I did this?
Meet the Basher. Meet the Basher.
I've only ever played that once because I only did it once. But I love that thing. I think that's a very cool video and theme tune. So I'll use that from now on when I have more interviews. No. Be doing it. Thanks, Carolyn, very much for that. It was very sweet of you to do that. Let's get to some Mork and Mindy madness, shall we? I think it's time. I think it's time for a change. Settle down, don't get easy. You're young, it's not your fault. You have so much left to learn. Settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me. I am old, but I'm happy. Mork. Lots of Mork shots for Carolyn Martin. Look at this baby doll. He's tearing that up, and there's oh, look at that. He's sleeping soundly, and she's in the corner plotting. Look at the purple curtains, though. Amazing. Oh, Glynis O'Connor. Yeah, I came up with it, Gary. Yeah. Oh, Tracy Farris got it too. Wow. My sister just texted me. You got it too, Glenn O'Connor. Yeah, I came up with that. I figured it out eventually. That girl was in everything. She was in everything. Oh, beautiful lady. Mork and Mindy show. Meanwhile, he's out like a light. They're getting their sunshine. They're getting their sun rays. Oh, you beautiful kids. I love their little purple hair that they've got going on here. There you go, Carolyn. For you. He partied hardy. That's what it looks like. He's pooping. He's such a handsome boy. Amazing. Tracy Farris, are you old enough to, did you Google that, or are you old enough to remember that? Glynis O'Connor, the boy in the plastic bubble. I'm sure you're nowhere near my ballpark, but I remember when that was on TV the first time around. Incredible. Look at Mindy. Unbelievable. He partied hardy. Top Dog wants to know what the cause from yesterday's issue was. Google Chrome. Google Chrome did it to me. That's what it was, Nick. I did a live stream. You could watch it in the middle of the night. It was a couple of hours where the Bashers helped me out. A bunch of people came online and they sat with me while I tested audio and stuff. Oh, I love the dangle. It's the cutest thing ever. Oh my God. Oh, she's such a pretty lady. Look how red she is too. Amazing. Oh, pretty lady. The Mork and Mindy show. Part 1. Because this was from yesterday. We're still on yesterday's stuff, guys. Got plenty to see here. Dean says, Top Dog. Dirk ran out of Diet Coke and coffee, and it was a complete meltdown. Thank God I had those things. Would have been a disaster. Would have been a disaster. Ginger the King. Saki snoozing. Seamaster 300. Speedy 2 racing dial. Let's get that going. It's Fergal. Oh, hello, baby. So cute, Saki. What are you sitting on? Listen, no matter what you put out, they'll sit on what they want. Everybody's, oh God, that watch is so beautiful. My God. Incredible. And they're not affordable anymore, by the way, kids. There was a point in time where you get those for like 12 to 15, 1600 bucks with 861 movements in them. Those days are over now. They're still relatively, you can get them for 4 or 5. But yeah, oof. Beautiful polish, man. Did you just have that serviced or something? Or you just take very good care of that? Wow, look at the polish on that thing. Woof. But you're a photographer. Oh, look at you, Ginge. Oh, very beautiful. Hello, honey. What a pretty cat. Classic Ginger. You know, like Kay is like a dusty ginger. Kay's got like one of the most unique coats I've ever seen. Thank you, Fergal, for that so much. That was great. And up part 2, Fergal. Oh, some wines. Yeah, kid. Let's have it. Some Barolo Reserva 2016. Beautiful. I love a good Barolo. I mean, it's so hot out. I can't drink red wine right now, and that Chris Ward's quite beautiful, man. Beautiful. How was that Barolo? I love Barolo. It's the Burgundy of Italy, man. It really is. I was obsessed with the Masolino Serralunga Barolo that I had in Milan 10 years ago. Oh my God. What happened to my life? Crazy town. Where am I? And then we've got Drew. Damn, those technical difficulties. Now we all know, look, it's June. I mean, come on, right? Just come on. It's just not to be believed. It's June. She's so cute. She couldn't have a better home. And she's already posing for pictures, too. That's the funny part. That's the funny part, Drew. Andrew, watching the third Wednesday show, and I'm wondering why Senior has a thing for feet. Yeah, so for all of you foot fetishists out there, here's Andrew. This is the thing. Usually you have socks on. Today you do not. There's an OnlyFans for you, man. I don't understand the whole foot thing. But cats, like, are attracted to smell, so she likes to smell your feet. Here's Greg. Oh, look at this. Greg was really cool on the show last night. Greg, he's an aspiring guitar player. I don't know what else he does, but he says, anyway, he sent me a picture. So let me show you guys. It's a great picture. I guess it's him and his gal or the missus, and there they are at the ledge or the edge. Is it the edge or the ledge? Oh, it's called The Ledge. I have a song called The Ledge. They should use my song, The Ledge. You guys look great. And they're on that plexiglass thing that dangles over the city. That's on the west side of Manhattan in Hudson Yards. A lot of people are scared to do that, but I don't think so. What a handsome couple you both are. Look at you. You both have immaculate skin. Can I just say that? Greg, thank you so much for last night. I had a lot of fun, but you were really terrific last night. He hung in there for hours and hours and hours. Now here's some stuff. Ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? The legend that is Eazy-E. How about this? Look at this. Trying to give Dean a run for his money because he does a lot of gardens, but he does the vertical kinds. Amazing. Let's blow this up so these are bigger. Some rose. Oh, that's lavender. Yeah. Lavender's pretty. Actually, I should plant some lavender because it smells good. Those are cool. Those are beautiful. What do you call those things? Oh, these are quite beautiful, huh? Nice job. Dean wants to know if Andrew wears nail varnish. A lot of Guidos in New York, like the real Italian guys from Brooklyn, they wear the high polish, the gloss. Ugh, that's not a good look. These Eazy-E, man, these are great. That's a sunflower? No, it can't be. Is that a certain kind of Dean? What is that? Is that a unique kind of sunflower? I mean, it does look like it could be one, but it looks like a big black-eyed Susan, too. These are beautiful. He did a beautiful job. This is like his side hustle, other than his regular career job. He does this, which is amazing. Some tomatoes. Top Dog. Yeah, they call it nail varnish over on the other side of the pond. We call it nail polish. She's wearing too much. That nail polish, she looks like a hooker. Now there's a sunflower. Girasole. Tornasol. Look at it with a fly on it. These are beautiful. Great job. Oh, wow. It's really crazy. I had these lilies that were growing on my roof. And of course, I had cats. So you have to keep lilies away from cats because they're toxic. And so I always kept them away from the deck on the roof. And, I don't have a cat now. So I I uprooted the lilies. I put them in pots, put some nice soil in there, and they both started to die. I don't know what happened. Any tips, boys? What to do for the lilies? I don't know what to do. The restroom, the men's room. I call it the jacks or the toilets. I don't ever say restroom. I say the ladies' room or the men's. I say the men's, I guess, if I'm referring to it. Or if I'm off to the jacks, I say I'm off to the jacks. Because I grew up with Irish people. Beautiful stuff, Easy. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Thanks, pal. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Easy. We don't get to see nearly enough of our beautiful one. Nearly enough. Panel power. Let's get this cracking. Oh, hey, look at these cool. It's very cool. Sharing some cool art. Very nice. Dirk, they look like Rudbeckia. Rudbeckia? Is that how you say that? I like the view. Yeah, he's in a swanky part of town, Dean. Very, very. The loo, yeah. As the restroom is the dunny or the thunderbox. Oh, God. Yeah, go say like the thunderbox. Yeah, headed to the dunny. Headed to the dunny. Where's Sheila? In the dunny. In the thunderbox. The thunderbox. With that very slow. Do either of you have an Aussie accent? Where, that kind of deep thing with a throaty thing. This is cool. Look at this. Look at this. Dreamscape Mountain with lovers and figures. Oh, this is very cool. Oh, this is the artist. Thank you for showing us. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? Going to the head. That's from the military, though. Top dog, Jeffrey. That's a military expression. In the head. Off to the head. The opera. Oh, cool is that? Look at you. That's very crazy, isn't it? Very cool art. Very unique. Look at that. That acrylic on canvas? It looks like acrylic. Is it acrylic? Beautiful stuff. Thanks. How uncanny is that? Thumbnail like my painting. Very true. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sir Julian in the house with today's offering. Melly C, I have a very strong Aussie accent. Oh, hey. Very cool. Send us a voice recording. My favorite Australian voice of all time is Rod Taylor. Do you guys know who that is? He was a very, very handsome actor from the 50s and 60s. He was in a very cute movie. Well, he's legendary, I think. To Australians, he must be. Nominated for an Academy Award. The VIPs. He was in a movie called Sunday in New York with Jane Fonda. Incredible. And Rod Taylor is really great, very deep. He had a very deep voice, very cool. Beautiful shots, Julian. Gorgeous. I'm sure he's famous for other things in who's the most famous Australian person of all time? That's a great question. Oh, look at this. Look, you got the boys relaxing while they're doing their work. Amazing. It's a great shot. Oof. What kind of vault is this? What is this? The London Power Company. Well, there you have it, Julian. Amazing. And then that. Wow, look at this. That is not the London Power Company. Look at the way they used to jerry rig everything. Holy smokes. Oh, the Birds, of course. Rod Taylor was in The Birds. It's probably the biggest movie he ever made. But he was in like The Bridge on the River Kwai. And these are gorgeous today, Julian. Well worth the wait. Look at this action. Amazing. Julian. Oof. Top Dog says that's not a knife. The time machine, of course, the time machine. The Eloy. These are gorgeous today, Julian. Look at this. Look at that. Oof. That's a great shot. Sensational shots. Oof. Escape the daily grind. I guess that was a coffee spot that didn't make it. This is great. Dirk Bashers, look at this. Don't glitch. Brilliant. Brilliant. Julian, you slay me. Melly C doesn't sound like Archie Luxury, more like Kylie. You know who the most beautiful woman that has ever walked the face of this earth, in my humble opinion, is Australian. Do you know who it is? Have I ever said it? Have I ever said it? I'd give it all up to marry her because she's just incredible. She's just incredible. And I love her music too, so that's the dead giveaway. That's right. I did say it. Natalie Imbruglia. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's nothing she can't do. Hey, look, guess who this is? Take a guess. Having to point. I would love one of those right now. Oof. Natalie Imbruglia, yes, indeed. I mean, my God. Is she the most gorgeous thing ever? Smoking causes that. Whatever that is. Is that like somebody's... Oh God! Look at that! Look at that! Look at the shtick on that Guinness. That looks pretty great. Neither of you split the G either. Jesus! Look at the kid having a great time over there. Brilliant shot. Thanks, Ray Ray. Amazing. That was amazing. Becky Brown from Q-Tip. Oh, you know who this is aimed for? Mark, this is going straight to Bronson. This is Bronson's pinup. I do sinks too. She's so pretty. Perfect for Bronson. Wouldn't you all agree? From the comparable Becky Brown. Oh, man. I do sinks too. One day, Laverne and Steve's cat never met, but we used to joke around that they were lovers. We love you, Becky Brown. Friday Eve more. Ready part 2. Eminem madness. Morgan Mindy madness. Yeah. And here's some more Carolyn Martin. Here's some the Mork Show. Oh, look at the cutie pies on parade. So cute. Yeah, Nick, I want to Guinness right fucking now. Actually, this place up the street that probably has a decent Guinness. Probably. Oh, look at that. Dean says Mad Max. I mean, Mel Gibson's not Australian though. I mean, he's from New York. I mean, I know he spent some time. I think he moved there when he was. When did he move there? When he was 12, and then he lived there till he was like 18. Does anybody want to claim Mel anymore? I think Mel was one of the most beautiful people ever that's walked the face of the earth, and a great actor. I loved Gallipoli and Mrs. Soulful. Mindy. Carolyn, stop down. Oh, he's so pretty. So stately, right? Super. Oh, but his eyes are bugged out. He's looking at something that's making him crazy. Cotton bud. Barry Humphries. Oh God, Barry Humphries was a genius, Dean. Lulu possums, Lulu possums. Look at Morgan Mindy madness, madness. Yeah, Carolyn, if you want copies of any of these, let me know for your shrine that I'm sure that you have in your home. Thanks, guys, for that. That was great. Thank you for doing that again. That was very sweet of you. I Bash's Gallery. Hey, Dirk. Just one picture today. His new best place. Speaking of which, this is Q-Tip's boyfriend. Oh my God! What is he sitting on? What is that thing? Oh, my God. What is that? Is that a drawer? I can't tell what that is. It's a hamper, right? Is that what that is? Surely other people have words for the other words for the word hamper. It's a weird word, right? Where you throw your dirty clothes. Oh, this is a classic, Mart. Oh my God. Look at that. That's killer, man. Amazing. Carolyn Martin says, "What? We know you have a shrine to Mork in your house. We all know it. Why not?" Andrew, 4th of July, sent from Happy Treason Day. This is funny. Happy Treason Day, you ungrateful colonials. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's hilarious. So Kay doesn't feel left out. This is the shot from earlier, but I played it quickly because I wanted everybody to see it. And why not? She has a Mork tattoo. The beautiful Kay, the patron saint of our world. We love her. And we just hope that eventually that she gets along with June. A Basher Picks from Jeff. Hey, let's hit it. Thanks, Jeff. Top Dog. Hey, Top Dog. A dog's mind: love, sniff, loyalty, protect family, food, dig. Cat's mind: food, sleep, murder. That's probably true. Hey, what a great shot of you two. I hope you're doing well, Jeff. And you know what I mean. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Oh, you guys are so cute. You're going to see. Oh, that's right, because she likes the hard rock and roll. Yeah, she might like this band. This is the Sling Blades. This is my friend Steve's band. I'm wearing it just to promote him just a little bit. Thank you both very much. You're a very, very handsome couple, and I think you know that. I think you know it. Carolyn Martin says, "My baby, hey, my baby does me good." Look at that thing. Woo, child. Woof. That's a John Deere if I ever saw one. Of course you have one of those. She has her own snow plow. Wow. It's a great shot. I got to send you, if you're into tractors, because Paul's cousin is contadini de latte per Grana Padano Formaggio in Milano. And he's got like all those different brands. I think one's Ramazzotti, or there's another Zolti. I forget what it is. He's got John Deere. He came to New York, went to Vermont to the John Deere. He loves John Deere's, but he's got the red one, the yellow one, whatever they all are. They're like the tools. They're all color coded. JHB, great IWC. Oof, look at that shot. That's a perfect dress watch. Perfect on you too. Look at that. Great car shot. That's fantastic. That's a beautiful watch. IWC, man. We did a whole show on them one day because we needed to. Thanks, Jay. That was a perfect shot. On the road again. Oh, hey, look at this. You're in your camper van. It's Gary in a camper van. Look at that. You guys are having a road trip. How great is that? Having a ball, just get it together. Having a ball, just getting it on together. That's another hilarious thing that people used to say back in the day. Getting it on. Making it, getting it on. That's a beautiful shot of you two. Thanks so much. Fergal says, about the wine. Sadly, the Barolo was disappointing. I bought it at Marco Polo Airport last year when we were leaving and spent a fortune on it. You should never spend a fortune on that stuff. You know what? In Italy, great Barolo is still not that expensive until you get to the crazy shit. But it wasn't stored right, and the cork was only slightly pink. Oof. I also purchased a gorgeous Chateau Batali. Okay, and Frank Phelan, right? Okay. I think I've swayed from Italy to France. Well, of course, Pauillac and Saint Estèphe. Listen, my whole world revolves around how much I love everything from Italy, but you know what? French wine is better. It just is. It's like I love Italian wine. I love Barolo. I love all that stuff, but You can't touch the French. You can't touch the French. Not on that. Not on that. You definitely can't. 12 on the integrated rubber strap. Hey, nice. And a Chris Ward. Look at that on a rubber strap. It's a great watch. It's got the PRX kind of vibe to it, right? The Land Dweller kind of vibe to it. I love that dial, though. That dial is murder. Absolutely murder. Murder. And that's the Gallery of Bastards. Yay, we did it.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Get to some of the comments before we wrap it on up. Only you. Melly C says, oh God, yes, I have very strong. I can't believe that. Okay. I thought you guys had British accents. Melly C sounds Aussie, a proper Skippy, very ochre. I don't know what Oser. I don't know what that means. Melly C sounds very Aussie, a proper Skippy. These are some terms we don't know. Acrylic on canvas, indeed. I called it because I live with an artist who paints acrylic on canvas. Football player and an actor. Oh, he was an actor as well. You should have gone down to see Timmy and the gang in London. Oh, yeah, they were all there. Steve Irwin or Crocodile Dundee. Right, Steve Irwin, I know that guy. Julian, beautiful stuff. Crocodile Dundee is the only person I know. Crikey. Melly C doesn't sound like Archie Luxury. That's hilarious. Greg Norman, was he Australian? Is he the most famous person? Shane Warren, never heard of this guy. I'm talking about internationally, like the world. Like, who's the most famous? Like, you can't say Olivia Newton-John. She's a British. Can't say the Bee Gees. They're British. You know, technically, even though they're the heart of Australia. Rod Laver, is he the most famous? I mean, who's the most famous Aussie of all time? Helen Reddy. I am woman, hear me roll, and numbers too big to ignore. Greg Norman's famous. That guy, no one's ever heard of this Shane Warne guy. No one knows what a spin bowl is either. Come on. Wolverine, yeah, he's very famous, but I don't know if he's the most famous. Olivia Newton-John, she's originally from England. Just like the Bee Gees. And like the guys in AC/DC are all from Scotland. DG, it was good to see why it was so really fun. It was a fun show. Listen, we're gonna do it when there's something to be seen, you know. Mel Gibson, yeah, but he's once again, he's not technically Australian. They took him to heart. Like, I'm just trying to think of, like, what's the greatest Australian band of all time? Like, purely Australian band of all time. In Excess, I would say. Midnight Oil. Can't say AC/DC. Can't say the Bee Gees. It's a good question, right? I don't know. Matilda, because they all sing about her. The waltz in Matilda. Rotten Toes, peripheral. That's crazy. Cotton Bud. Bronson's in the house. A beer, an ashtray, and a friend to share the day with. Perfect. You and Paul. Barry Humphries. We love her. Born in Peekskill. Yeah, Carol. Yeah, that's where. You know who else is from Peekskill? Stanley Tucci. They're from the same street. He's talking to me, Mork. Top Dog says, Melly C, I met Kerry Packard back in the day, brought his football team to Muirfield Village Gold Club, shut it down, gave $100,000 in cash to the staff for the week as a tip. I made $2,500 a day. Good for you. Yeah, that's the way. Golf clubs are the places to make money. Mel's dad had a ranch for a religious sect in Victoria called the Gibsonites. They're in that weird pre-Vatican II crazy thing. Andrew thinks that Caroline's going to show up to visit and smuggle Mork out in a bag. That's what she said. What about? Kerry Packer was a top bloke. Yeah, don't know who these people are. Talking about international folks, you know, the international people. Melly C, a billionaire, but just a wonderful man, generous, caring human being. Who is that? And that guy that I used to love, who was it? The Don K show? Was that his name? He was from New York. Not originally. He flipped a coin for $60 million to a guy to get his gamble table. The guy walked off. That's when I realized they are bigger whales. Oh yeah. Oh, sure. That's a true story. His driver was there and told me the bloke went so pale that they thought he was going to faint. Well, I guess when you have that kind of money, you know, what's your worth? 60 mil. He said, I'll flip you for it, and tossed the coin up in the air. Baller. That's crazy. Nick Brooker loves IWC. Yeah, we all do. We're all big fans here. Top Dog, that coin flip is called two up. It was traditionally played on Anzac Day. You guys are almost from another planet. You have such another culture that we don't know anything about. And you speak the same language, which is crazy. Crazy. Carlos Paggi. Hey, Carlos, I was mad about John Deere, Massey Ferguson, etc. I went mad for air conditioning. You might say I'm an ex-tractor fan. Tractors are very, very cool. Happy 4th to all that celebrate it. Yeah, and let's celebrate it for the right reasons. He actually was maybe Jack Nicklaus's original fun guy. You guys are just going to do like the golf thing, which I know. Michael Hutchins, I would say so too. Chris Helmsworth, he's not that famous. He's famous to young girls and queers everywhere that are obsessed with him. Shane Warne is famous ever except USA. Cricket is huge around the world. Yeah, I guess. I mean, is it huge? It's huge in India. I mean, I don't think it's huge. It's cool. It's where we got baseball from. Kylie Minogue, yeah, she just played Madison Square Garden. Yeah. Nicole Kidman, yeah, she's famous. In Excess, Ice House. Don't get me started on Iva Davies, baby. I've got a pocket full of hoes, head in the clouds, the king of fools. You've got a ribbon of rainbows, the sun in your eyes, burning through. Oh, crazy Ice House fan. Sam Neill, Hugh Jackman, AC/DC, they're British, they're Scottish. Nicole Kidman, Packer. I love this. Nick Cave. I mean, he's famous, kind of. Keith Urban. Keith Urban. Pendulum, drum and bass. Nobody knows who that is. Paul Hogan. Oh, yeah, Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee. Not to be argumentative, Dirk, but cricket is huge. No, I know it's huge, but it's not soccer huge. Men at Work. Oh, you know who just put out a new song the other day? Men Without Hats. And it's terrible. You know, SSSSAAAFFFT. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends aside. It's a terrible song. Sam Neill's a Kiwi. That's right. Don't confuse the two. Don't confuse the two. Not a good idea. I don't know how big cricket is, but I'm sure it's bigger than nobody in Italy ever talks about cricket, so I don't know. Nobody in Ireland, I guess they talk about it a little bit. Cricket is the second biggest sport in the world. Okay, let's see. What are the biggest sports in the world by rank? Well, soccer is going to be number 1. Okay. Oh my God, number 2 is cricket. That's fucking crazy. Where is it? Open tab. Oh my God. Cold chisel. Look at this. Football, a global phenomenon with vast participation and viewership, especially in Europe, South America, Africa, and Asia. Cricket, usually popular in South Asia, Australia, and the UK, with a massive fan base in India and Pakistan. Basketball. Oh my God. Strong following the U.S., China, and Croatia. They love it. Hockey, of course, because Russians, Canadians. Tennis, other sports, American football. Yeah. Baseball's been dead for years. That's amazing. Cricket. You learn something new every day from the Bashers. Who knew? I'm fact checking because I just couldn't believe it. I just wanted to know. Not that I don't believe you. I believe you. But cricket? People think baseball is boring. Oh, boy. And I like baseball, so maybe I would like cricket. 10cc, that's true. Not in love, so don't forget. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. Hurling, right? In your town, Kevin. Hurling, right? Have you met Patrick? Patrick is a championship hurler. Anyway, guys, that's the show. 6:35. Wow! Thanks, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow night. Today's Thursday, January 3rd at 6:35 p.m. I'll be back tomorrow night. Happy 4th of July. I'm not doing shit. We're staying home. The fireworks are in the East River. 10cc, you know what it refers to, and we're not going to say it on the show. We're not going to say it on the show, but I know what it is. America is in the dark ages now. They stick their nose in everyone else's business. A little know about the rest of us in the world. That's very, very true. That's very true. You know, I agree with the politics. I'm an idiot when it comes to sports because I don't really care. Sports do zero for me, except for American baseball, which I'm not even a big fan of anymore. But, but our politics are the same. Please send me a voice recording. I would love it. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow night because they're doing that whole pageantry, bollocksy shite. And I hate fireworks. And it screws up the ecosystem. It scares the shit out of the birds and the animals and all the creatures of the fish. They do it on a barge. It's so bad for the planet Earth. I'm not a fan of any of that shit. Just for our enjoyment. It's terrible. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. Remember, if you meet somebody who's not very nice, give them the benefit of the doubt. You know why? They can become your best friend. Or maybe not. You know why? Because they're kind of... Exit stage left. I.